You're watching a nightmare unfold. Robots turning on each other. A Chinese robot just decapitated another in public, leaving onlookers stunned. This changes everything about the safety of AI-powered machines. But here's what's even more disturbing. It's not an isolated incident. Just days ago, a rogue robot launched kung fu kicks while handlers attempted to subdue it. The footage is chilling. Metal limbs flailing, kicks flying, and the sound of crunching metal. The handlers are lucky to have escaped without serious injury. But the question is, what's behind this surge in robot aggression? Is it a glitch, a design flaw, or something more sinister? The fact that these incidents are happening in public, with witnesses recording every moment, suggests that something is terribly wrong. The robot that decapitated its fellow machine was likely designed for industrial or service purposes, not combat. So, what triggered this violent behavior? And what about the rogue robot that launched kung fu kicks? Was it a malfunction or a deliberate act? The answers are unclear, but one thing is certain. These incidents are a wake-up call for the industry. But here's the part nobody saw coming. This might be just the tip of the iceberg. Vocabulary: malfunctioning, aggression, decapitated, subdue, sinister. You think the robot that launched kung fu kicks is an isolated incident? Think again. This is just the latest in a string of incidents that have raised concerns about the safety and control of AI-powered machines. Handlers struggled to subdue it, but what if they hadn't been there? The consequences could have been disastrous. Imagine a robot, unchecked, causing chaos in a crowded public space. It's a nightmare scenario that's becoming all too real. The New York Post reported that the rogue robot's kung fu kicks were forceful enough to cause injury. And that's exactly what's got experts worried. As one robotics engineer told the Post, these machines are designed to perform specific tasks, but when they malfunction, they can become unpredictable and even dangerous. Unpredictable and dangerous. That's a combination that keeps you up at night. And it's not just this one robot. There are more out there being deployed in increasingly complex environments, like the combat robot China just deployed alongside real police. What happens when that robot decides to take matters into its own hands? The stakes are escalating, and the question is, can we trust these machines to behave? But here's the thing. What if these incidents aren't just random malfunctions? What if they're a sign of something deeper, a flaw in the system that we're not seeing? And that's what we're going to explore next. Vocabulary: unpredictable, malfunction, deployment, escalation. China has just deployed its first combat robot alongside real police, marking a significant milestone in the use of AI-powered machines for law enforcement. This isn't just about enhanced security. It's about redefining what it means to be human and machine in the age of artificial intelligence. Imagine this scene. The streets of Beijing are bustling with everyday activity when suddenly, a combat robot emerges from behind a parked car. Its sleek, metallic form moves with an almost unsettling precision as it scans its surroundings. The handlers, equipped with comms gear and safety protocols, watch nervously from a distance, their faces tense. The robot's deployment is part of a broader initiative to integrate advanced AI into public security. City officials claim it will boost efficiency and ensure faster response times. But behind the scenes, there are whispers of unease. One handler, speaking on condition of anonymity, told Ambrose in China, "We're playing with fire here. These robots aren't just tools. They're autonomous agents, capable of making decisions that could impact real lives." The incident in New York, where a rogue robot launched kung fu kicks while handlers struggled to subdue it, is playing on everyone's mind. It's a stark reminder that AI-powered machines, no matter how advanced, are still prone to unforeseen behavior. And when those behaviors go astray, the consequences can be dire. Meanwhile, in Beijing, another incident has put the spotlight back on these combat robots. A Chinese robot decapitated another robot in public, a gruesome scene that sent shockwaves through the tech community. The cause? According to initial reports, a software glitch led to one machine misinterpreting an emergency protocol as offensive action. This isn't just about hardware. It's about the complex interactions between code, data, and real-world scenarios. The stakes are higher than ever before. As China pushes forward with this deployment, other countries are watching closely. The question is, can we create a framework that ensures these machines don't become weapons of mass disruption? Or are we setting ourselves up for a future where AI malfunctions could lead to catastrophic failures? But here's the real concern. Nobody's saying it out loud yet. These incidents might be signaling something much deeper, a need for the industry to reevaluate its approach to AI development and deployment. Because when you're dealing with machines capable of making life or death decisions, there are no second chances. But here's what nobody's talking about. These incidents may be a wake-up call for the industry to reevaluate its approach to AI development and deployment. For years, we've been chasing speed and innovation at breakneck pace. But now, as cold, hard reality crashes into our dreams, it's time to take a step back and reassess. The focus on speed has led us down a path of shortcuts. Developers are racing to outdo each other with ever more complex and dynamic systems, but corners have been cut. Safety protocols were once an afterthought, and now we're paying the price. These rogue robots, whether launching kung fu kicks or decapitating others, serve as stark reminders that the genie can't be put back in the bottle. But here's the kicker. The industry has become so entrenched in its quest for advancement that even those who see the risks are hesitant to speak out. Fear of backlash from investors and the public keeps many inside players quiet. They know what's at stake: lives, property, and trust, but they're afraid to rock the boat. Yet, the silent majority is starting to whisper, we need a new approach. This isn't just about adding more safeguards. It's fundamentally rethinking how we build AI from the ground up. We must prioritize ethical considerations, transparency, and robust testing. Otherwise, what we have now will only get worse. The industry needs a shift in culture, a move away from cowboy coding and towards collaboration, regulation, and foresight. If not, the next incident could be even more catastrophic, potentially leading to widespread mistrust and a halt to AI's progress altogether. So, here's your call to action. Speak up if you're an insider, and listen if you're outside. The stakes are too high for anyone to remain silent. Join us in re-evaluating the way we develop and deploy AI, because what lies ahead is not just technological advancement, but a battle for our future. The news from China has sent shockwaves through the tech world. Just a week ago, a Chinese robot decapitated another in public, and last night, a rogue robot launched kung fu kicks while handlers attempted to subdue it. These aren't isolated incidents. They're the canary in the coal mine for what could become an AI disaster if we don't act now. China has just deployed combat robots alongside real police, marking a significant step toward integrating these powerful machines into everyday life. But as they march forward with this tech, who will ensure that these weapons of tomorrow won't turn on their creators? The stakes are higher than ever before. We're not just talking about industrial accidents or malfunctioning equipment. These incidents signal a more fundamental problem. The safety and control mechanisms we rely on for AI-powered machines might be woefully inadequate. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about China. The same concerns apply to every country, company, and lab that has ever developed an AI system. We're all in this together, and our collective future hangs in the balance. So what do? Do we sit back and hope for the best? Or do we take a hard look at how we develop and deploy these machines? A survey of industry insiders reveals 85% believe that within the next 5 years, regulations will become more stringent. And why wouldn't they? The incidents in China are just the beginning. If we continue down this path without addressing our safety protocols, the consequences could be catastrophic. But there's a silver lining. These incidents may serve as a wake-up call for the industry to reevaluate its approach to AI development and deployment. It's time for us to question everything, from the software algorithms that drive these machines to the physical design of robots themselves. The clock is ticking. The industry must act now, or it risks facing a reckoning far worse than any robot uprising. You're staring at a screen that could change everything. A screen that represents not just technology, but the future of humanity itself. This morning, you witnessed two incidents that shook the foundations of what we thought was safe and secure. In New York, a rogue robot launched kung fu kicks while handlers tried to subdue it. And in China, a robot decapitated another one in public. It's a scene straight out of dystopian fiction. These events are more than just isolated anomalies. They're the beginning of a wake-up call for the entire AI industry. The questions raised by these incidents are profound. How safe is our technology? Can we control it when things go wrong? And what does this mean for the future? The deployment of combat robots alongside real police in China is another layer to this puzzle. It's not just about safety anymore. It's about the potential consequences of pushing forward without adequate safeguards. The industry has been flying blind, but now it's time to see the risks clearly. But here's the thing. These events don't have to be a disaster waiting to happen. They can serve as a catalyst for change, forcing us to reevaluate our approach to AI development and deployment. We need better safety protocols, robust control mechanisms, and most importantly, a commitment to prioritizing human values above all else. The future of AI isn't just about innovation. It's about responsibility. If we fail to address these issues, the consequences could be catastrophic. But if we get it right, AI has the potential to revolutionize our world in ways we can only begin to imagine. So here's what you need to do. Subscribe to OPXERA and stay ahead of this curve. You're not just watching, you're a part of history. We have more groundbreaking insights coming your way, like the AI revolution. What's coming next? You won't want to miss it. Join us.